Spoilers for the latest chapter of One Piece. If you don't want to get spoiled, leave now. Why is Imu built like a Dragon Ball Z villain? 10 out of 10 formation. Oh my god. The start of this chapter, where we left off, Gaban just saved Luffy's life. In the process, he lost his arm. Luffy's finally getting up and he says, hey, are you alive? Gaban responds as, you fool, I'm disappointed in you. Luffy's sorry for him losing an arm protecting him. Gaban says it can't end like this. Luffy then asks Gaban, who is that person? He's someone that no one should know, but if something must be said, as we see him getting up and his just blood is dripping from that lost arm. Damn, he's a ruler. Somehow Gaban was able to hit Imu all the way down to the realm of the dead. You see some of these monsters thinking that Imu is food, and then he releases his Conqueror's Haki and knocks them out. He knows that Gaban is from the Pirate King's crew, same people that were on God Valley. Imu's all bloody and beat up. He says, I never expected them to end up like this. Imu raises his hand in the air, saying he's gonna wipe them all out with rooks. And he gets buff as hell. Oh my god. You can't tell me he doesn't look like a Dragon Ball Z villain. The immense amount of Conqueror's Haki gets pushed out as we see him flying up back to the Sun Realm. The chapter then cuts to the library where Robin and them go see the owl, and they brung Chopper so he could talk to them. The owl said he did save all the books from the fire. Now we're back to the juicy where we want. Imu just came back on the Sun Realm, causing this mass eruption. He then appears in front of Gaban, telling him that he's actually impressed that he only lost an arm against Bone Eater. Next time he's going to finish it off. Bond said he has no dignity left, that Imu just came unscathed from his attack. He said he would applaud him, but he doesn't have an arm. Luffy is freaking out. He's like, what is his appearance, bro? His appearance changed? This is when Gaban says, hey, Straw Hat, take your crew and dip. Leave Elbaf immediately. This is about to be the shortest arc ever. Gaban is so worried for Luffy and his crew. The last time this happened was like Sabaody. Gaban is about to stand up against Imu with one hand. Luffy yells back at Gaban and said, I will never do such a thing. But he says you're nothing but a lifeless corpse who are no use. He's saying that to an emperor. Luffy said that goes for the same for you. How can you expect to fight in this state as Imu's attacking him with Bone Eater in his new form? Luffy is useless right now. All he says is run, old man. This is impossible. But Gaban stands his ground. I'm thinking my boy's about to get wiped out right now. Luckily, Haruden pulls up and rocks Imu out of nowhere. He got a clean hit on him, saving Gaban. Imu then uses one of his omens. As he's getting sent to this mountain, he sends back some omen bomb at Haruden. Haruden was expecting this and he uses his shield to block it, but it destroys the shield. Gaban thanks him for saving him and he tells him to take Luffy and his crew and dip out of Elbaf. He still wants Luffy out of here. Luffy yells and says, I'm not running away. He says, what do you expect to do when you're this injured? He says, my wounds will heal. This is Gaban's first time meeting Luffy because he's like, what logic is that, bro? Luffy doesn't use logic at all, bro. You see that Imu sends some omens at them? Luffy notices them. Luckily, Haruden grabs Gaban and Luffy and runs away from these explosions. Get hit in the back. Imu's back and he's unscathed. Gaban's telling him, let's fall back. We need to make a plan. Imu's immortal. We're not gonna do any damage. Haruden responds, the warriors Elbaf are ready to die in battle. Gaban calls him a fool and says, you really going to die? He says, even if I die, Loki is here. His big bro comes from the background. Loki is finally in the fight again. Luffy is finally healed. He healed himself somehow. Gaban is freaking out like, what is up with these guys? 3 of them are standing up to Imu now, and they launch a 3-combo attack, 3 generals on Imu. But I don't know. In this form, I think he's going to block it, bro. Like, is Elbaf going to be this short? Bro, Oda was cooking, bro. Oda was cooking.